starting already.
Slide into your mind so silky. Up under the down we fly. Clean it up just to make it filthy. Under the sheets all night. Under the sheets all night. Under the sheets all night. It's 3 a.m. I got your call.
You sleepy? Well, you gotta stay up. The case of the missing jewelry, y'all. I think it is.
That's it! Oh my God!
Look at his face. Right at the top of the trash can. Tiara, look at that.
Oh my God! And I was just throwing stuff in there.
I cannot believe you. I cannot believe you. You're moving too fast.
Moving. Cause what the fuck?
Yay! We're at Freeman Mill Park. Brandon, you dropping stuff. Tiara. It's scorching, y'all. Oh, hot. Scorch. Little hairs.
I feel like I'm being scorched right now.
We ain't got on no type of sunscreen. We about to be burnt.
Y'all bring back outside.
I'm outside. Though. I'm outside. Look at my ear tips. They about to turn red.
What happened?
We're at the falls. Lord, please don't let me fall in this water. I mean, I can swim, but still. They got their kids in the water. All right now.
The warning, pray to the one you're relying. I've been wondering all day, tried to be fine but I can't be. The noise in my mind wouldn't leave me. Tried to get by but I'm burning. I'm behind, my mind it runs. All these nights I've troubled me. Starting to give up my pain, fighting to be on my lane. My mind, running to the other side. When it's time to leave my life, and it tries to take me out. Tell you what I need. I really need a I really need a different mind now. I really need mind now. I need to free my mind now. I really need mind now. I really need a different mind now. I really need mind now. Oh yeah. This is the peace that you cannot buy. Send me in love that you cannot mix. One is the joy that you cannot wait.
I don't even remember my login. What the heck? What's up, you squad? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl V, and we are back. We are back, y'all. Like, not just like back with another video. Like, we're actually back. Like, back. All right, so, oh my God, I don't even know where to start. First of all, if you're new to my channel, what's up? My name is Brandy B. Welcome. And if you're a returning beaut, what up, boo? How you doing? So y'all, this video is basically like a catch up, an update, and it's like to start me back. You know, like bring your girl back, cause your girl been in, you know, I ain't been in hiding or anything or under a rock really, because I've been posting content on Instagram and YouTube. My family channel has really been where I've been consistent since having the baby. I came back to y'all one time after I had her and kind of just like let y'all know your girl is alive, the baby is good, and we're good. But now I don't know what it is. If you know, you know. If you've ever had a child, then you know. Like that returning back to self and returning back to reality, it's just so fresh, and it's such a good feeling coming back, because it's like, wow, like, okay, I did something amazing, and I'm really, I found my groove with it, and now I'm getting back to doing the things that I love, and it's just so motivating. You have like this, I don't know, just like a refuel of life, really. And then, of course, if you have a child or you're adding a child to the children you already have, then it's kind of motivating in itself to just say, like, you're a mom, you're a boss, like, you can really do this. Like, you was really made to do this. And make your babies proud, make yourself proud. And the more work you put in, the more hard work you do, the more you're able to provide, So it's so many things that I could say as to what adds to the motivation that you get after having a child, but we're not gonna get into that today. Yeah, so basically what I want to do is, number one, just let y'all know that the content that I'm about to be putting out is, I'm just so ready. Like, I'm so ready. 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 I have my energy back, and I can just do my thing. The content I'm about to be putting back out on my personal channel is, I'm really about to just be going hard, like, on both channels. I'm about to go hard in life, period. I'm about to go hard and get the things that I want, and just really get to not just the bag, but just life in general. Just recently got back from vacation. Oh, first of all, I'm back at work. Nia started at school today, the baby. She started at school today. It's her first day. She's 6 weeks. So I've been getting updates about her. I'll show y'all. Not low battery. It's 9 in the morning. So it says she had a bathroom break, and now she's taking a nap. She misses her mama. That's what that means. But anyway, yeah, she started school today, and we're back to reality. So what better way to make a back to reality video than by showing you that I'm back to reality in real life, reality. So yeah, we went to the beach a couple weeks ago, and we had a really good time on vacation. And I'm so upset because I got clips for my family channel, but I had also got clips for my personal channel while we were on the trip, and trying to clear space on my memory card, I deleted it, all the footage that I got for the Beaut Squad on the vacation. I have no idea why my camera stops recording in the middle of me talking. I don't even know the last thing it got. Let me look. I don't know if I put this on like a timer, like shut down after this time, but like, don't shut down on me because I'm still talking. I also wanted to kind of like give y'all a very short labor and delivery story. This is not a labor and delivery video, story time, or anything like that. This is kind of just like a very short speech, like a very short walkthrough of what happened, because it can get real lengthy. And I actually recorded myself telling y'all the story, and I couldn't get through it. I started crying because it was just a lot that took place. So just to keep it short and sweet, I was getting so frustrated, so frustrated, to the point where I couldn't even give like too many more updates on how my pregnancy was going, because I was like, I cannot believe I'm about to go past my due date with this baby, and this is my third child. And y'all saw in the videos leading up that they said my cervix was like butter, so I'm like, cool, like we're gonna have this baby any day. Y'all, I called my mom to make her way up to Georgia, and it was false labor. Like, anywho, I ended up going into actual labor after going into labor many times and thinking like, this is it. Never had that happen before. My body usually, if I'm going into labor, I am in labor. Like, I don't know what about this pregnancy wanted to play around with me like that, but it played around with me like that. So I finally went into labor. I was 40 weeks and 1 day. 40 weeks and 1 day, y'all. I go into labor. I got in the shower, and no lie, my contractions got to like 2 minutes apart. And I was in the shower like, WTF? Like, like, what is happening in this shower right now? So I get out the shower, I'm like, cool, whatever, like not thinking nothing about it. About to put on some lotion and get in the bed because I'm like, you're not about to fool me again and have me thinking I'm about to have this baby and I'm not. So put on lotion and the contractions were not letting up. They were not letting up. Mind you, my mom was already there. She had already been there for a week and some change because I had already told her that I thought I was having real labor contractions. So she was already there. So I go tell her, like, Mom, I'm having these contractions. And if this is real, then this is the plan. But I'm just wanting to let you know, whatever, go back to sleep. So I tell Bryce the same thing, like, I'm having contractions. And if it's real, then, we'll do X, Y, and Z. But in the event that it is, I need you to get your stuff together. I need you to have your bags ready because they are hurting already. So we need to be quick with this, okay? Because we had to travel. Y'all know we had to go into the city. So easily a 40-minute drive if there's traffic. But this was like midnight. So anywho, having contractions and they don't let up. So I'm like, okay, these are real. Literally within 15-20 minutes of me like talking out the game plan with my household, the contractions started to kick in. And if you saw my labor and delivery video, when y'all see me at the crib putting the stuff in the bag, that's when the 15-20 minutes had came. Like, I went in that room and I started putting everything in place because I had prepped my hospital bag way in advance, thinking that I could possibly have the baby early. So I just needed to make sure I had everything I needed. So fast forward, y'all, we get to the hospital. They put us in a room, and the room they put us in had some boo-boo on the toilet. And I told them, and they were like, oh, we gotta move you to a whole nother room. And I'm like, wait a second. Because if I moved from that room, I was also gonna lose my nurse in a new room. And I'm like, no, don't put me in a new room because I already like my nurse. She talking me through my contractions. Like, I feel like she my home girl. Don't move me to a new room. Just, have the people come over and clean it. And they're like, girl, we're not hearing that. You gotta go to a new room. So I'm like, dang, okay. So they put me in a new room, whatever. Have a great nurse, have a great time. Contractions are doing what they're supposed to do. And fast forward, the nurses have like their different shifts that they go through. Well, the nurse that I had prior to getting the nurse that I had for delivery was amazing, y'all. Like, they had ended up asking me if I wanted to get some pain medicine for my contractions to kind of like get me to be like, not dizzy, but like kind of out of it so that I wouldn't really care about the contractions. Didn't work for me. I very much still felt the contractions and very much still cared about them. So I was like, I want to go ahead and request my epidural so that it gets here in time because, like I said in the video, I'm nobody's hero. Give me the epidural, okay? I don't think they give cookies out for having babies natural. This hurts and I want the epidural, so give it to me. So I went ahead and requested it, and then stuff started going downhill. Stuff just started going downhill, and it's so funny that I'm able to talk about this lightly now because in the video that I made initially, I was crying. But stuff started going downhill with my health, and I started, I think, just getting way too anxious after they told me that my blood pressure had dropped or something, because then I started to pay attention to the baby's heart rate, and at one point, y'all, it was 0. There was nothing there. And so I pushed the nurse's button and I told them, like, the heart rate is dropping, like, I'm getting scared, whatever. And the girl was like, we see it, we're monitoring it out there. Like, she had a very just like, I don't know, like we got this type of attitude instead of, just reinforcing that it's okay, Fast forward, I didn't really care for the nurse, just to be completely honest. If she sees this, I'm so sorry. I don't know if you just have an off day or what, sis, but I ain't like it. So they started having to check me, and I was at 9 centimeters, but I wasn't making progress. Like, I wasn't getting to 10. I literally stopped at 9 and was making no progress. So that was kind of alarming to not only them, but to me too, because I'm like, why is my body not doing this? Usually my body does this thing, so I don't know why I'm stopping at 9. I was at 9 for hours. So I had a midwife and a nurse. The midwife would come check me. Everything would be fine. I've had plenty cervical checks. They are uncomfortable at times, but they don't hurt. When the nurse was checking me, I felt like I was fighting for my life. Like, I was like on the chair, pushing up, like, oh, like that. Like, then I felt like she was in there, like, flicking something. Like, it hurt. It hurt so bad, y'all. So, after they do that, they leave, they come back, and she checks me again. Hurts like hell. Hurts like hell. I'm like, I don't understand why this is hurting. Like, why does this hurt? And then she tells me that my cervix is swollen. So I'm like, why the heck is it swollen? Like, because I know these little movements that I was feeling down there. I don't know if you, like, sis got an epidural, so she can't feel this, but my epidural had worn off. I felt everything. So the swelling and the flicking, I was like, them two they gotta go hand in hand, because I just don't understand. And so then she starts talking, I know you can have this baby naturally, like I don't want us to have to do like a C-section. And she kind of just like throws it out there all willy-nilly, and I'm like, C-section? Like, I'm not having a C-section. Like, I've had 2 vaginal deliveries. I'm at 9 centimeters. I'm not having a C-section, sis. I don't know what your game plan is, but mine is way different. So yeah, my game plan was way different, and I'm like, no, I'm rebuking all that, because that don't make sense. That just doesn't make sense to me, and I felt like things were going in a direction that somebody else wanted, and it didn't necessarily need to go there. If you know, you know. Like I said, my health started to decline, and at one point, I just had to look at Bryce and tell him, do not let me die. Like, do not let me die, because at that point, I knew that my health was declining. I knew that I was weak, and I knew that I could not voice my concern to the nurses, to the staff, that I was worried, because like I said, I had already felt brushed off by the nurse anyway, or kind of, just kind of like, I don't know what I'm talking about, like, I don't know my body, whatever. So in that moment, I didn't have enough in me to be able to even deal with that. So I looked to my husband and I was like, don't let me die. Like, this is my way of letting you know, number one, I'm scared. Number 2, I am aware that something is not right. And 3, this may very well go left real quick, and I need you to be the one to get it straightened out. Okay, fast forward again. So my mom has my kids. Bryce is in the room with me. My mom wants to come see me, because by this time, my health had gotten better, and I was, awake and just more alert. So she wanted to come check in on me, lay her hands on me a little bit. So she came in, she saw me, we talked, and then I started feeling a lot of pressure, and my contraction pain started to come back a little bit too much for my liking. So once I started to feel the pressure, I was like, I remember this feeling. I know what this feels like. So I told the nurse that I was feeling a lot of pressure. They went in, they checked me, and sure enough, I was 10 centimeters. It was time to push. But not only was I 10 centimeters, like, the head was right there. So they were like, you need to call your husband, and he needs to get up here as soon as he can. So sure enough, my mom left, and as they're, in between trying to switch places, I feel like I am trying to close my legs as tight as I can, because I feel this baby is sliding out. This baby is sliding out of me. So Bryce gets there. As soon as he gets there, I'm like, the baby is coming out. The baby is coming out, y'all. So they go and they check me again, and you can hear her say in the labor delivery video that she needs to put on her stuff, and the girl's like, I don't even think it matters. Like, I don't think you have time, because the baby's coming out. Y'all, I lie to you not, I could feel the baby sliding out with every contraction. It was the most crazy yet wonderful feelings ever that I didn't even have to push. Like, the baby was literally, I could just feel the baby moving down, like more and more pressure. You can actually see me in the video. I'm like tensing up like that because I can feel way more than I felt like I should have. So the baby's moving down, and they start saying they want to do like practice pushes and all this other. I'm like, I don't need to practice, but whatever. I'm a really good pusher. I pride myself on being a really good pusher because I can push a daggone baby out, okay? I can push the baby out. But I didn't need to push this baby out because even when she went in and was like wanting me to do a real push, she was just like, just give me a little push, you know, because she's basically already, the baby's already there. So there's not much you need to do. So she tells me to give her one little push, and I literally just gave her one little push. Like, I was just like, just like that. And baby came out. Beautiful, healthy, just, you can't mess with God's child, okay? You just can't mess with the Lord's children. The way things are supposed to go is the way they're supposed to go. That's why a lot of times I try not to get so worked up about stuff. I try not to get in my feelings about stuff when it don't work out the way that I want it to work out, because I already know. My hands don't even need to be on stuff half the time. Half the time I don't need to be touching it because somebody else is touching it way before me. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all know what I'm saying? I mean, come on now. Can I get an amen in the comment section? So, yeah, the Lord. I called my mom. She prayed. I called my dad. He prayed. Like, we was wrapped around in prayer. And I just thank God that my health went the other way, and that we made it out all right. We made it out all right. I made it out. I made it out all right. We made it out all right. Postpartum recovered. Like, everything has been great since then. And I just say all that to say, you know your body, girl. You know your body, sis. Listen to your body and voice your concerns. If you feel like you can't voice your concerns, you have a support person there that you feel like can, then do so. But yeah, y'all, I'm doing good. I'm so happy to see y'all. I'm so happy to be back. I can't wait to give y'all so much more content and really show out on this channel, because we got to show out on this channel, okay? I'm so happy to be back. Thank y'all so much for watching. I love y'all. I just wanted to peek in. But the next video, we're back to doing our thing. We're back to the content. So yeah.